most popular Power Rangers? I know it's hard to choose, but at some of our recent Kids Club events, the name I hear more than anyone else is Tommy, the White Ranger. Tommy's played by a terrific young actor named Jason Frank.
Lights, camera, we're morphed into action. The exciting part is that I think I get to ride in the Zord for once, because the Dragon Zord I hardly ever rode in it, so I get to ride in the Zord now, the white Tiger Zord, so I get to sit in it and the balls and wow, Tiger Zord power. Now that's probably a cool part. I like that. Thunder Zord power now! Let's get it done, Starbuck. White Tiger Thunder Zord hyperspeed now! White Ranger Tiger power. White Tiger Zord convert to warrior mode now!
You may recall the two-part episode earlier this season when the new White Ranger's identity was finally revealed to his friends.
Guess who's back?
Nationwide, more than 70% of all youngsters were glued to their TV sets, making it the most watched Power Rangers episode of all time. Now, as leader of the team, one of Tommy's little perks is that special white saber he carries.
Man, that was rough. Our Zord is damaged. I know. I got a cold sore. Sometimes when I get tied up or things like that, Saba will talk to me and get me out of cut with beams and cut ropes and all that stuff. So this thing's really handy to have. Sometimes it talks to me too. It really does. Sometimes when I talk to it, I'm not really talking to myself. This thing talks back.
Later in the show, Jason tells us why we'll be seeing a whole lot more of him in the near future. But right now, let's hear from the girl who's made no secret of the fact she's lost her heart to Tommy. Hey, Tommy. Tommy.
Oh, Kim. Sorry.
Are you all right?
Yeah. It's that dream I told you about.
Oh. The one when you lose your powers?
Yeah. I've had it 3 nights in a row now, and I just can't shake it. I'm starting to think it's a message that I'm at the end of my power cycle.
All right, just try and think positive, Tommy, okay? In real life, how has the show affected Amy Jo Johnson, who plays Kimberly, the Pink Ranger?
My personal life really hasn't changed, except for going home. That's kind of different. Going back to Cape Cod, because that's where I'm from, Massachusetts. That's changed a little bit, just because I come from a small town, and I go home, and Power Rangers is such a huge thing that everyone's so excited about it, kind of crazy. But here, my personal life hasn't changed at all.
Well, one thing that has changed is the popular Blue Ranger, played by David Yost.
My character's changed in a lot of ways. I've seen Billy grow from just being super, super intelligent and always speaking in his techno talk, is what they used to call it. Always wearing overalls, had his hair kind of greased down, and I don't know, I guess since he has friends that are martial artists, that are gymnasts and things like that, he's slowly learned martial arts. He's slowly learned gymnastic skills through them, and just like caring more about his physical being and I guess his appearance. So he's come from sort of not from just being completely smart to now he's smart and he's also athletic. I think our episodes are getting a little bit more intricate. Our storylines are getting more developed, more interesting, more dramatic, more, I guess, depth. Always on the edge of battling some kind of new villain. The new villains that Lord Zed brings in are a lot stronger than Rita's were. And obviously we had the White Ranger come in, and we got new Zords at the beginning of the season. So, this is going to keep progressing into new and exciting things.
This is your greatest triumph, sire. Yes, those high school has-beens are no match for my monsters.
Billy, Kimberly, and Tommy have more to share with us later. But coming up next, we'll talk with 3 teenagers who suddenly became the newest members of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.